If he has authority, he searches anyway. What it does is force him to name that authority on the recording. And that's the difference between a search your lawyer can challenge later and one that's locked in forever. Consent closes that door permanently. So say the sentence, then step back and let him work. Never interfere. Here's how it usually goes. Sure, I've got nothing to hide. Then an old prescription bottle turns up, or a bottle a friend left behind months ago, and now there's a second charge stacked on the first. Here's how it goes instead. Watch what happens. He either has the authority or he doesn't. And either way, that question is live for your attorney instead of settled against you. These three cases do different jobs. Berkemer says no warning is coming at the roadside, so nothing protects you by default. Berghaus says you have to speak the invocation out loud for it to exist. Birchfield says the roadside device and the station machine are not the same decision. Underneath all three is the split that matters most. License, registration, insurance, and stepping out of the car are mandatory. Answering questions, performing tests, blowing into the handheld, and consenting to a search are not. 4 sentences, 4 optional things, 1 calm tone. 11 at night. 1 glass of wine with dinner 2 hours ago. Pulled over for a broken taillight. The wrong way. He asks about drinking, and you say 1 glass. He asks you to step out, you take the tests, and you wobble because it's cold and you're rattled. You blow a 0.4 on the handheld. Under the limit, but he now has a number and 6 clues. He asks about the trunk, you agree, and there's an open bottle from a party last month. 2 charges, sober all night. The right way. Same night, same wine. You give the 4 sentences, and you step out when he asks because that part is required. No admission, no clues, no number in the file, nothing to search. Same wine, same taillight, completely different night. Fast, so it sticks. When he asks if you've been drinking, you're not answering questions and you want a lawyer. When he asks for tests, you decline. When he pulls out the handheld, you decline the preliminary breath test. When he asks to look inside, you do not consent. Now, the one he least wants to hear. It's number 3, the handheld. Everything else takes away a description. That one takes away a number. And a number is the only thing in the file a prosecutor never has to explain. That's exactly why he offers it as a favor. One thing to be clear about. This is general information about how these stops work, not advice about your case, and the details shift state to state, so a lawyer where you live is worth the call. Say the 4 sentences calmly, and say them once. I'm James Whitmore. Stick around, because I'm doing this same breakdown for what happens after the arrest, and for the stop where he says he smells marijuana instead. Different law, different 4 sentences.